From Idaho. What are they looking for?
They walked right over to the emerald green sold GLE580. Didn't know about what model it was, so I went over the model options. They were just at Porsche. They had spec'd out a Porsche and Cayenne. It was like 140 grand. They were looking at the GLE580 in the emerald green in the showroom, and they were in love with it. They're shocked at the pricing on it because of all the value you get with those.
Love the GLE580.
He said, he's like, maybe you guys just ship it to us. I was like, well, absolutely. I'm like, this is the right time. This is the right day to do it.
We just sold a G-Wagon to Idaho.
Really?
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Hey, you can let them know. We are not unfamiliar with Idaho.
Do you know what shipping was?
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what it was. It wasn't bad at all. We did make closed shipping.
They want enclosed shipping. They want to do a cash deal.
It was $2 grand for enclosed shipping to Idaho, and that was on a G-Class, which really is not bad in the grand scheme of things, especially considering that this is probably a much better value than the Porsche that they looked at. Are they business owners?
They are.
You know how I knew that?
How'd you know that?
Because they want to pay cash for a $100,000 car.
That makes perfect sense to me.
I am curious, however, I don't know if the GLE580 qualifies. Crap, it doesn't. That's okay. Still get a nice deal. There are always a few models that are left out of programs like that. GLE580s are ultra low production, so Mercedes probably just doesn't see the need to include them.
No doubt. Think about it. GLE580, 510 horsepower. That's like ultimate luxury in that model.
I think it's one of the coolest cars we have because it's the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing.
It is.
It doesn't look like it would be anything different than a regular GLE, but it's a rocket ship.
Our 53s have less horsepower. It's insane. Pretty cool
Yeah,
stuff.
so it's a very cool car for people that want something a little bit understated that also is really fast. This is the ideal car. You know me and my green on beigey browns is just one of my favorite.
I love olive green.
Yeah, the olive green is hot. I love emerald green and that Catalan interior. I love it. So because it is a cash deal, we can offer them to collect tax and plate and register the car and title it and do all of that for them. Idaho is not a reciprocal state with Ohio, so if they would rather handle it themselves, they are welcome to do that. Either way, we're going to give them a 45-day temp tag. It is a service that we offer. We're not obligated to do it on a cash deal, but if they don't want to go to the BMV locally, they don't have to. Some people are just like, no, I want to do it myself.
They can handle their own tax and registration.
If they want. I'm going to leave it in. I'm going to give them a nice discount to offset the fact that there's going to be some shipping in there. That would be very funny to me if we ended up doing 2 Idaho deals within a week of each other. But we do a lot of out-of-state business, so.
Sweet. All right, Doug.
All right, brother.
Appreciate it.
Let's get it. Day of reckoning is finally here.
I call it the perfect storm.
Did you update it in AccuTrade?
I don't have it in AccuTrade. It's not my appraisal. It's your appraisal. The car didn't exist to AccuTrade. I call it the perfect storm.
Do you have the build sheet? Is that his current car?
High miles. We have an electric vehicle and a Maybach. If there was ever appreciating car.
How many miles are on it exactly?
10,003.
So let's call it 10,200 by the time we see it. Has he replaced tires on it?
No, you would have told me that.
Definitely going to need tires on. I have sent it to the AccuTrade powers that be. We will see what they come back with. I don't know how helpful their number will ultimately be. However, we're going to see what they say. There's so little information on this car that they're going to be probably pretty conservative with it. That doesn't necessarily mean that it will be the right answer. Cars like this are just tough. It's an EQ Maybach. What would somebody legitimately be willing to pay for it as a used car? It's just, I don't know.
It's one of like how many in existence, right? There's only a couple hundred of these things in the whole United States.
There are 2 in the entire country.
For sale?
Correct.
Okay, so there's more than that, but there's 2 listed for sale.
There's 2 used ones.
Basically, we have a car with high mileage for the year. It's all electric.
Very high miles.
And there's no comparable vehicles on the market to use as a reference point. Should we phone a friend?
Oh, we're going to phone a friend.
I think Mike Riva definitely should know, because at the end of the day, it's going to be his headache.
It's not necessarily going to be a headache. Get your camera rolling. Got a juicy one.
You got a juicy one? How juicy?
This is going to be the appraisal of the year for all of us here.
Mike, it's your favorite salesperson, Jared.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
What is it?
It is a 2024 EQS Maybach.
All right. How's AccuDong like that one? Fuck. $100.
There's no number on it yet. There's only 2 actively listed for sale. There's just very little data here for us to consider.
You forgot the best part?
Oh, yeah, and the best part is that he drove it.
A lot.
He put 10,000 miles on it.
Well, at least he enjoyed it. Accu hit it at 95. I was going to guess 100.
95, wow, that's aggressive.
That's not bad. We can work with that.
It's not good.
I don't know, man. These Maybachs have a history of not doing great. This one's
Well-
a double whammy. Not only is it a Maybach, but it's an electric one.
It's
I
a
know-
triple
Dude,
threat.
but if Accu says 95, I trust it.
I have a hard time believing that this car...
Fucking George Saliba, the fucking Cyber King, baby.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Hit him up. He would love this.
Actually, that is the perfect person to call on this, so I'm going to reach out to him.
Yeah, I agree. All right, bro.
What are you talking about?
We need to call George Saliba.
What does George Saliba do?
You don't know who he is?
No.
Start following him. He's one of the reasons why I TikTok now. One of Jared's very first deals when he got here was at EQS Maybach. The guy wanted to custom build it. At that time, the lead time was 9 to 12 months maybe to do a custom build. He really wanted one, bought what we had, which was just the market introduction car. The understanding at the time was we can't predict the future. We don't know what's going to happen with the market in general, let alone the market on this car. All we can promise you is that if you buy this one now, we will take care of you big time on the new one, and the trade value is going to be what it is on the one that you drive. Now, he drove his car significantly more than anybody else that's had an EQS Maybach. I'm glad he's enjoyed the car. So I'm giving a very nice discount on the car as promised, $16,000 almost.
I want to call this person.
Look, at the end of the day, we don't control the market for used cars and what they're worth on the wholesale market. If you would rather wait until we can get a buy figure on it, then you're welcome to do that. Does he own a business?
He has a restaurant. Yes.
He has an LLC?
Why?
There is a massive business owner.
What's a massive business owner?
20 grand.
You're with me right now, right?
I'm not.
Please, let me see it. We just found an extra 20 grand laying around. What?
Interesting.
What do you mean interesting? Guys, this is Doug's surprised face.
I need proof of that business before
Bro.
I'm putting that in the deal. You still haven't presented the trade number to him, okay? So
Hey, we just made $20,000.
go get proof of the business.
We're about to appraise a 2024 Mercedes-Benz, 10,000 miles on it.
What's up, brother?
What's up, Doug? So, are you trading this, or you already traded it?
No, we're trying to put the deal together now. He bought this one. We told him, look, when it comes in, it's going to be worth what it's worth. We'll make you a smoking deal on the new one.
Yeah.
The guy basically told us to give. So,
Your initial offer, like 100.
yeah,
What do you discount the 680 brand new for?
net it out and discount it like 20 grand.
It's just whatever you feel like losing or something, I guess.
Beyond that, it's how much do you want to lose? Yeah, so.
Yeah, how much do you want to lose? I mean, I would probably put like 110 on it.
Okay.
That probably wouldn't help.
I think his expectations are very unrealistic, but whatever I can get, I told him, all I can do is I can call everybody I know on it, figure out who the best end user is going to be, and whoever gives me the highest number, I'm going to pass it along to you. Just pass it through. He'll trade it into me, get the tax credit, and then I'll wholesale it to you or whoever.
Yeah. And there's no number that makes a deal.
I mean, he threw out 150, which we told him was never going to happen. I think that we're just going to have to come back with whatever your highest number is. I think realistically, the car probably sells in the 130s pretty easily, but I get.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 125.
Yeah.
Like modestly, I think. Maybe 132, 9, like 135. It's just, I don't know how many people are looking for this car. That's the only thing. Like,
I get it.
I've never had someone come up to me and say, I need a 680, like right now.
So.
All right, let me know if you end up getting close to something. Keep me posted.
Yeah.
It's just not something I could jump on. You know who sold one of these? It's that real estate guy. He was driving one on Instagram or something like that. Ryan Serhan or something.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was driving one. I think he sold it to a rapper or something like that.
Okay.
That's who was driving it, and it was hilarious. It was like the first time I've ever seen someone get interested about buying a car like that. And I've never seen the interior before. I googled it. It's pretty awesome.
And they drive amazing.
What's
It's
the range on that?
like 350.
I was gonna say threes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty decent.
I mean,
Does it come with umbrellas or anything?
No, it should, but it doesn't.
DVDs, folding trays.
This one doesn't have the rear seat seater. Yeah,
It's a 5-seater.
this one's a 5-seater, so it doesn't have the rear entertainment package.
Okay. All right. Oh, keep me posted.
Yeah, will do.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks, brother. Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
So is that 110?
Yeah,
Didn't you do something wrong, though? Okay, why do you think I'm gloating right now? When I asked you what credit union it was, why do you think I asked?
Because you need to know what credit union it was.
Well, yeah, but why else? What conversation were we in the middle of?
We had a lot of conversations. They kind of bounced around a little bit.
Okay, well, we were talking about incentives.
Oh.
So after you lied to me about her not at a Sam's Club.
I did not lie. When I asked her, she was on the phone with her insurance company.
I have all the footage.
I'm going to record.
I have all the
I
footage.
do, because it's very easy for you to sit up here in your ivory tower and just,
No, my friend, no.
say, oh, yeah, that didn't happen at your desk. I'm going to start wearing
I got the receipts right here.
Those are good receipts, but I'm saying you didn't see the other end.
I don't care what happened over there. All I care about is what you told me.
I know, so
after I knew that you didn't ask her about Sam's Club, and you told me it was a credit union deal, I wanted to know what credit union it was because there's a chance that it was Navy Federal. And why would that be important?
because Navy Federal is a great credit union that supports...
Dude, I'm worried about you. I feel like you don't know
I
about
don't know
you.
anything. I don't know nothing about anything. I'm open to learning. I'm always accepting.
Navy Federal credit union members, they also qualify for fleet. It's the same program as Sam's Club.
Wait. Was this whole thing not about the pre-approval? It was about where I'm getting my $500 from?
Yes.
This is a very stupid conversation, Doug.
Why?
Why? Because where does it matter where I get Sam's Club from? Sam's Club or Navy Fed? Who cares?
I don't care. The fact is you didn't even ask. You didn't know.
I was told USAE inhibited rating.
Okay, you were told that after we had the initial conversation. Point is, she qualifies for fleet either from Sam's or from Navy Federal, and if you had taken a few minutes to ask a few questions, you would know that.
You're right. This is a teacher moment. I'm learning a lot. What's for lunch?
I already ate lunch, dude. It's 2:15. I don't know why you're in here talking about lunch.
Because I'm so busy I don't even think about lunch.
So busy doing what? Not getting to know your clients?
I know everything there is to know about this one.
Except for what credit union she's financing through, whether or not she has Sam's Club. Are you going to, sell this car, or are you going to sit in here?
She's on the phone with Navy Fed. What do you want me to
So,
do?
okay.
Sit there and hold her hand?
Yes.
Well, I'm not doing that. Which way I job the line.
Your guy, your TikTok lead, is $21,816 and 34 cents in negative equity. He wants a large SUV. So I started asking, is there a specific price point you would want to be at? Just so I can get an idea of what you're looking for. I told him the two options we have is GLE, GLS. One's a third row, one's optional. He said, try to have my lease payment $1,100 or less. I said, none of these would be there unless there's a substantial amount down. Also, keep in mind you have a decent amount of negative equity, so that plays a huge part. He was like, so what models do you guys have that will fall in the correct price point for my lease payment? So I said, well, how much money do you have put down? He said $500 to $1,000. With this amount of negative,
How much negative is it?
$21,000. With that low down payment, it just doesn't seem like there's anywhere to go on any car. Unless...
The only car that would be in that
An
price point would be
EQ.
like an EQB. We don't even have one left.
Yeah.
So we don't have any vehicles currently that are going to fit the parameters you're looking for. As much as I wish that we could do something, there's just nothing that we've got. Even if we had like an EQE lease.
Yeah, not even a GLE 450E would even come close.
You know what? Do me a favor. For my own curiosity, I'm going to plug in a deal with our oldest EQE demo, which would therefore be able to be discounted the most. Where would we shake out? In a lot of my videos where I'm talking about eating up a ton of negative equity into a lease, I'm referring very specifically to EQs. We also have to think about, would we even get an approval, right? That's the
Right,
thing.
yeah. If that eats up the negative, then sure, but we don't know the situation.
On our most heavily discounted EQE loaner, this is where we would be with $1,000 at signing. You know, it's not hateful.
It's the color option.
White on black. It's a very nice car.
He's like, you're the most honest person so far. You were straight up and didn't give me any lies. I literally sat him down. I'm like, I'm not even driving the car with you. What's your situation? What's your money down? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? You were paying $563. You drove 40,000 miles over your lease. So you're paying for it or I'm paying for it. And the deal. You broke your lease contract.
Yeah.
You're paying for this some way or another. He said that Mercedes-Benz waives over miles for clients when they go into another lease, along with payments and turn-in fees. I'm like, that is not true. That's never been true for any manufacturer. You are paying for it. It is hidden from you in the back screen, which you don't see in the finance computer. You are paying that one way or another. You have two choices. Pay this separately on a bill for Mercedes, or you can drive responsible and not let this happen.
Contract for the miles you really need.
Correct.
This is the battle that we are waging with other dealers who tell people, we'll make it all go away. But it all goes away.
It goes away, but you're paying for it.
Get a new car and it all goes away. No, it doesn't. This right here is why people don't trust car dealerships. And you know what the crazy thing is? We already put a video out where kind of explain this a little bit. There are some people that straight up were like, I want to be told it's all going to go away. You don't understand what's really happening.
Why would you want to be lied to? You're literally being lied to by someone you're doing business with.
Maybe it makes you feel better hearing it that way, but it's not true, and it sets up unrealistic expectations down the road. The last thing I ever want is somebody to feel like they can just contract for whatever miles they want and then drive however many miles they want and there's no penalties. That's insane to have that mindset. I'm glad that he is rewarding our honesty with an opportunity to get this deal done.
He's got $3,000 to put down. He's fine with 42 months or 48 months. By the end, it's 15,000 miles a year.
All right, we got to call this in now. That payment's going to go up if he gets match called at tier 3.
Well, let's see if he gets match called, unless they're going to match call him.
Guaranteed to be a match call unless this is a significantly different structure than what the other dealer called in. They can't give us a different approval than another dealer got unless it's a wildly different situation. You all want to have full AccuTrade capabilities, but nobody actually will take the time to appraise a car the right way. Did you save any of that in there or no?
No, we can go do that now.
Here, we can do it real quick.
Nick on the door, scratch under the door handle on the other side. This is the kicker right here.
Oh, wow. The entire front bumper is scraped. But I thought he had clear film.
Yeah, PPF.
And then a couple chips in the windshield.
I was chipping the windshield. I can't see that high. Come on, it's a Grand Wagoneer. How's this?
Well, one thing you can't see is the ground, and there's a giant scuff on the front bumper.
That's not a scuff. That's the Tugiatis damage. You peel that right off. That'll buff out. I don't know what that is.
How bad is that scratch? I mean, is that through clear film?
I believe so.
That's a problem.
I think it's going to be scratch paint.
Yeah, I mean, it is, because if it's through the clear film, you can't just...
I mean, it's right in the corner there, so I think at least one line of that is right through it. Okay, I want to pull the window sticker. I saw it had the Macintosh sound, but I couldn't check if the rear seats had ventilation. It's a Series 2. It's a nice drop.
The only option I see is that convenience screw. Ventilated front row seats. Yeah, all these kids want to have access to a full AccuTrade, yet they all...
You guessed what, $2,000 there? $1,500?
Yeah.
Right about?
Yeah, dude. That front bumper is no joke, especially considering you've got to take the clear film off to be able to do it.